All right, so let's go ahead and see how we can create our own library. So for example, this code that we created um, for the player object, or you can say for object-oriented programming mini project, right? I'm going to get this code into a new file, right? So that we can import it later on. So I'm going to copy this. I'll say file. I'll go to the new notebook. I'll go to Python 3, and it will create a new notebook for me over here. So here I have the code. Why I created new file? Because in the previous file, we have a lot of other things as well. So I just needed this code, right? So I have it over here now. Now what do I want? Let me also do one more thing. Okay, so here we have what? We have better method, right? We have monster class. We have what? Player class, and we also have the character class. So what I will do is, let's run it for now. Yeah, it is working perfectly fine. What I will do is I'll go to file. I'll say download it as Python. So here you see python.py. So what will happen? The whole code, the whole file will be downloaded as python.py, and you will be able to find it inside your downloads folder, right? So here you see I have it. So what I will do is I'll go to download folder, and I'll get this file over here in my main folder where my actual coding file is residing. So here I have it. This was the py file that we got over from there. Let me rename it. Let's call it game.py. Okay. So now I'm coming back over here into our original file. Okay. Now here, what I will do is I am going to import the data, the code from this notebook. So this is basically called module. So I've created a module of this code, and this module will be imported over here. So how do we do that? First of all, I'll say from. Now, first of all, we'll have to write the file name. What is the file name? File name is game, right? So I'll say game. Sorry, the battery is slow. Okay, so game, and then I'll say import. I'm going to import what? From game, I want to import, let's say right now, I only want to import this method, battle. So I'll say battle, battle, running it. So here we go. I just imported battle method, and it got me, yeah, all this code, right? Now if I want to, let's say I want to run, I want to get this player class as well, right? So if I copy this code, and by the way, I have restarted my kernel. So the existing code, this code is not available in my coding, let's say coding environment, right? So here, if I say player, remember this player class is not available in this current coding environment. I repeat, why? Because I have restarted my kernel. So if I run this line, it is giving me the error. It says, I don't know what is player, right? But yeah, we have player available in this module that we want to import, that is called game. So what I will do is I'll come over here and I'll say battle, player, right? So now I'm importing player and battle both from the game file, right? For now, let's not import battle. Let's only import player. So if I run this, and now if I run this, here we go. It is working perfectly fine. Now, if I will run this line, say this, and I'll paste it over here, it will again give me error. It says now I don't know what is monster. So I'll have to import the monster as well. So I'll say monster. So now I'm importing player and monster both from game file, right? If I run it, it is, again, it says monster is, oh, I think I did not run this. Yeah, I did not run the import cell. And now if I run this, it is working fine, right? Now, what if I have multiple classes, I have multiple methods, I have multiple attributes that I want to import? Do I have to write all of them over here? No. What I can do is I can simply say import static. So it will import everything that is available over here inside this class for me, right? So if I come back, let me run this, running it. Now it is working perfectly fine, right? Now, if I'll say, so we have player, we have monster. Now, if I want to run this battle, remember the battle method is not available in this particular file. So if I run this, it is working perfectly fine. Now, the thing is, this code for the game file is not available inside this Python Jupyter notebook. It is available inside over here, here, game.py in this file, but I can import it over here. So in this case, this game file is called module or a library, right? So I can import this library into this code. So by doing this, when we're working in industrial projects, the projects are usually very long. They consist of millions of coding lines. So you cannot write one file of millions of coding lines. So what do we usually do is we create a separate file, separate file for almost every class, right? So that we can import those particular classes. So by doing this, the code is usually divided into multiple files, and one file does not get heavier. If I have to find some particular code over here in this file, I have to scroll too much, right, in order to find a particular code. But if I'm following some modular approach where I have small modules of every class, of every particular functionality, then I'll go to the particular file and I'll find the particular code over there, right? So this is how we can we can create a module, we can import a module. Now, from next module, actually next section, module means our module, not the Python's module. So from next section, let me call it section. We are going to talk about a library which is called pandas, which is Python's available library, and it is kind of a benchmark library. If you know Python, you should also know pandas as well, right? So for pandas, we do not have code, right? But we will simply import pandas like this, and we will use the functionality of pandas, right? Which is beautiful. So we'll see how it works in upcoming section.